지금 미션 임파서블 시리즈와 함께한 지 30년이 됐고 그 사이에 배우도 이제 30대에서 60대가 됐는데 배우로서 나이가 든다는 것이 준 어떤 새로운 매력이나 장점이 있다면 뭐라고 꼽으실 수 있는지 궁금합니다.
My question goes to you, Tom. You've been with the Mission Impossible series for over 30 years, and you were a man in your 30s, and now you're in your 60s. And I want to ask you, as an actor, what does aging and having more years to your name, what kind of new charms, learning, or new insight does that bring to you as a performer?
Wait, you're in your 60s? What?
It's a rumor.
No,
he ages backwards. What are you talking
What
about?
is an age anyway? Immortal.
I know Mission Impossible was the very first film that I ever produced. And as I said, I just try to constantly take whatever I learned and put it in the next one. And so, and still every single day I'm learning. Every single day, I'm learning something and setting new goals, and it just gets even more exciting. And that's what I have to say. It's just, you look at the things that we're doing now is even more challenging and more extreme, and we're pushing even harder. So it's those kinds of things, when I look at all the skills that I have attained, and I'm constantly trying to improve those skills and just apply it to storytelling. And it's really, an exceptional privilege to be able to do this.
어제 영화 잘 봤습니다. 근데 어제 영화를 보면서 사실 톰 크루즈가 살아서 한국에 오고 이렇게 만난다는 걸 알고 있으면서도 혹시 이산 헌트가 잘못되는 건 아닌가 되게 긴장을 하면서 봤는데요. 이번 영화에서 진짜 산전, 수전, 공중전 다 있었는데 촬영하면서 솔직히 이러다 정말 잘못될 수 있겠다 아찔했던 순간이 있었는지 뭐 그 정도는 아니더라도 가장 고생을 많이 한 장면은 어떤 것이었는지 궁금하고요. 그 두 번째로는 아까 계속해서 목표를 세우고 그걸 달성해 나가는 걸 중요하게 여긴다고 하셨는데 사실 팬들의 염원은 이런 위험한 도전들을 하면서 아무 사고 없이 오래 사는 거라고 이제 농담 같은 진담을 얘기하는데요. 지금 시점에서 톰 크루즈의 목표는 무엇인지, 그러니까 뭐 자신의 인생에서도 좋고 아니면 커리어 면에서도 좋고 좀 목표를 말씀해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
My question is for you, Tom. So I really enjoyed watching the film yesterday. And while I was watching it, even though I knew that Tom was going to be here in Korea, that you made it out of everything alive and well, I couldn't help but get extremely tense worrying about what's going to happen to Ethan Hunt. You have done, you fight in all different elements, in the air, in water, everywhere. Were there a particular moments or a particular sequence where even you thought to yourself, I might not make it this time, or if isn't to that degree, you were really, really scared? Second part of my question is, you talked about setting a goal and you like to list the things that you want to get to it and achieve that. And the fans, all they want for you is just to see you without any accidents, live a long and happy life.
Thank you.
What are your personal goals now, whether it's in your personal life or in your career?
Well, first of all, I enjoy the challenges and the pressure of doing what I do. I do it in my personal life, and then I apply it also to storytelling. And listen, there are many times when we're trying to figure the story out. We're trying to figure the sequences out. It's not like it's on a paper and then we can go out and do it. It is exploring the unknown, and creating something is, it is that where are we going from here? And so those moments, I enjoy the pressures of that. I enjoy those moments of sometimes like, we don't have the answers. You wake up in the morning and I don't know what's going to happen that day. When we get into the aerial sequence, every day in Africa, we get up and it took a lot of ability to confront it. The sequence was more difficult than I thought it would be. Both these sequences in the film, I knew it was going to be a challenge. And so when you have these things, and the thing is that we're responsible for it. I am responsible for it. I wanted to do this. I also created it, and with him, he created it. So there are moments where it's like, we're here because we wanted to be here. And yes, there are moments that we knew we were doing very, very extreme things, and it was uncomfortable, and sometimes, it was very uncomfortable. But it was always exhilarating, exciting, and I like that feeling. The other thing is I have many, many goals personally, many. There's always another thing to learn, a new mountain to climb, another skill to improve or achieve, another story to tell. There's always another story. And I remember when I was very young and I had tremendous success, and some person said to me, I remember, like, where do you go from here? I did.
This was after Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, Born on the 4th of July. I'd done Born on the 4th of July, a guy, very, guy who's very well known, head of some studio, and he was like, why don't you just retire now? What are you going to do? I was like, I'm just warming up, and that's what I think what it is that's how I feel. I'm just warming up. And that's how I feel about life, personally, professionally, that I'm just going to take everything I learned and put it in the next, and put it in the next, and put it in the next. And so personally, I have so many goals. There's so much that I want to create, and we have so many, many movies in front of us. So it never ends. I basically work 7 days a week, and it's my dream. It's my passion.
That's wonderful to hear.
톰 크루즈 배우분께 질문 드리겠는데
Who's talking? I beg your pardon. I can't see.
Right there on the right, slightly below.
Oh,
the
hello,
light.
hello.
Yes.
How are you?
이번 시리즈가 이제 시리즈 마지막이라는 추측이 제기되면서 좀 아쉬워하는 팬들이 많은데 이번 시리즈가 정말 마지막인 건지 아니면 계속될 가능성이 있는 건지 궁금하고요. 그리고 8편에서 이제 그간의 좀 모든 시리즈가 하나로 모아져 정리되는 느낌이었는데 자신의 이제 영화 인생에서 미션 임파서블 시리즈는 좀 어떤 의미인지 듣고 싶습니다.
Thank you for the opportunity. My question is for you, Tom. So there are rumors that this will be the very last installment of the Mission Impossible franchise. So is that true, or do we have a chance of seeing more of Ethan Hunt? And the second part is, when I was watching the film, it felt like everything was sort of coming together to closure for the film. What does this film mean to you personally?
This film is basically, I want the audience to enjoy the film. So the audience has to go see that. It is a culmination of the last 30 years of the franchise. So that's what this is, and I don't want to give anything away for audiences. But I love making movies, and it's my great pleasure to be able to make them and to entertain an audience. That's what it means to me. I love it. Absolutely, I love making movies.
Thank you. We'll take the next
I love
question.
making these films.
Amen.
It shows.
It definitely shows. We'll take the
guys do
next
too.
question. I see a hand. Yes.